absolutely right. Well, game number 2 about to get underway in the search and destroy on Arklov Peak. It's going to be Seattle Surge on the attack first and foremost. Be the 3-time world champ. His duty carrying the bomb, but Lacefield defensively, Los Angeles Guerrillas with a sniper in hand. Can he try and find a first blood? Well, he's going to know the information just off that. Can expect the Seattle push.
Well, Seattle are going to be taking their time with this. The tacticals, you can hear at least one of them being thrown, and that might mean that player starts to wiggle up through this alley. But whether it be the sniper, whether it be Saints, they are going to be waiting for, and actually it's going to be the nades that come out. Again, we talked about their first blood ratio with just grenades.
So good.
The Guerrillas have been on point with that on Piccadilly, and apparently Arklov as well.
Their nades. Just such a valuable tool to have in your back pocket. Nice way of getting a first blood. Octane will find the snipe as well, so that's going to level the playing field. 4 versus 4. Saints tagged up, has to back away. Time ticking though, 60 seconds now on the clock.
And Aqua, phenomenal SND player in his own right, but the smoke's going to block off one line of sight. And Aqua, you can see he was debating on going for it, but now you got nades coming in from the other side. Octane's might connect, but meanwhile, it doesn't actually connect. Aqua gets the first kill, challenges out for the second. All of a sudden, massive life advantage. Enable last alive in a 1 versus 3. He said he needs to step up. Moments like these can make it happen, or he dies. That's how it normally goes. That's standard.
Well, Guerrillas will take round number 1, keeping the pace and the momentum in their favor. Good game 1. Really, not much Enable could do in that situation.
Another like mildly typical Seattle Surge round as well. Like, yes, they get first blooded with the nade, but Octane actually trades things out with the sniper. And you take away the sniper from up top, that gives you a lot of room on offense to start pushing up towards A, and then no success. Aqua just starts shredding, picks up a couple big kills, and any hope Seattle had gets shut down, but a very nice first round to get on board for the side of Guerrillas.
Aqua, again, strong start in the search, 2-0. Lacefield on your screens for a moment, but we'll take a look at Octane and his snipe. Gonna try and find a pick. A first blood would have been huge, but as he takes a hit from the nade, has to back away. On the flip side, Lacefield will be sniping for the Guerrillas. Aqua looking to try and find a pick as well. Calls for LA, definitely dedicated over towards the A site. Question, can they get the bomb down? They'll need a first blood first.
It's interesting as well. I saw at least 2 smokes got thrown on the map, so after all the smokes are burned, really no moves have been made on offense. Now Affy is making noise on the flank. All this is going to do is slow the Guerrillas down quite a bit more. I mean, the Seattle Surge have a bit of a map spread, but since the Guerrillas are concerned about the flank, they're going to be a little bit more patient before they move up towards A, and that just gives Octane more room to breathe to try to hit these snipes.
Still waiting for the first blood, though. Calmer advanced up towards the bomb, and shots going down. You can see Decimate and Aqua trying to make a play. Decimate will find the first blood. That's Octane that drops. Again, Karma still in a great position here to try and find a cheeky little pick, but unfortunately for him, Saints quick to advance. He'll find the kill, and now bomb can be planted. LA Guerrillas in the 4 versus 3. Bomb did go down, though. So LA with the advantage.
Affy trying to see if he has anything he can find. Question is how loud is he going to be before he gets heard? But now you got Slack flying out to take down Aqua. Now Affy's finding kills as well. Decimate does trade one out, but Lacefield, last man alive, just needs to defend the bomb, but gets tagged up from 2 ARs from 2 different directions. And the nice retake coming in from the Seattle Surge. And that's a big round for them to get, because once Decimate gets that pick from over in the pit, it seems like that's going to be problematic, because we saw Karma on the bomb fall out right after, then it gets planted. But they come up big. Nice bounce back round.
Quick glance at the final kill. Slack picks it up. Seattle Surge tie it up here in the search and destroy. 1 round apiece. And obviously, you mentioned the importance of the round itself and the initial opening play. But again, for Seattle, just try and get the momentum back in their favor, or do anything they can to get momentum in the series.
And this is a situation where I want to see Seattle mix things up. Go to B, make some noise. Like, FaZe has quite a few strats, but they just play aggressive through mid-map, and they just kind of take the round to the opponent, and they had a ton of success with it. Going to A and playing the sniper battle is more of a standard thing, but it looks like Seattle electing to go for play for picks once again. Slow it down just a little bit, but this time you get the first blood, you shut down the sniper rifle. Nice opening pick from Karma.
The first blood is in. Now can you try and get a little bit of site control, push forward, get the bomb down. Well, it's Apathy that could honestly be the playmaker. And that should be a free one. Is indeed. 5 versus 3. Around now, surely Seattle Surge should close out as Karma slides forward. He'll find Stacey. Saw the shadow, but unfortunately couldn't locate exactly where Aqua was coming from. He does fall, but again, Seattle in such a good spot here to close out this round.
2 versus 4, and they have the swarm on site. Enable, he can hear him. He knows where the player is going to be coming from. Easy kills for him. That leaves Aqua by himself. Bomb is going to get planted in a near impossible situation. He finds the first, but the trade should be instant. Apathy is going to get completely smoked. And all of a sudden, a 1v4 gets turned into a 1 versus 2. But that time is ticking. And you can hear him. He is super loud. These players for Seattle should know exactly where he's coming from. A near impossible situation, and the time is ticking. Still going to come through the doorway, but he's going to get heard the whole way through. And Apathy made it interesting.
He did.
By getting smoked. But all's well that ends well, Ben. Seattle, another round on the board.
It's strange, though. Even though Seattle in the lead, they could be, 5-2, 5-3 up. They've got to close. Until that point, I don't know if I can truly believe in Seattle.
It's not over till it's over. I mean, again, I'm very nervous for them in all these situations. Like, they're getting the first blood. They had, a 2 versus 4, and in my head, I was like, there's still hope for the Guerrillas. Right. I mean, we've seen big, crazy plays out of them as well. Lacefield was going off on St. Petrograd yesterday in Search and Destroy. They have moments of greatness in these tough situations, but still 2-1 lead. Octane back to his home. See if he can find an opening pick for Surge once again.
It's Aches currently 0-3 for the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Definitely gonna have to try and step things up. There's Karma looking, searching for the first blood. It may come to him in the form of Aqua, and it does. Another advantage for Seattle. Slacked is gonna make that 2. Decimate falls, and he almost put the moves on Aches, but Aches does find his first kill.
And Enable making a play. You'll love to see him be the playmaker in Search, but got to make sure you check your corners. He does not. And Lacefield, again, just laying down, waiting for these players to walk right in front of him. That is his bread and butter.
Sneaky.
He did that a lot in Black Ops 3, too.
He did. Octane with the snipe. Any second now. Surely. There it is. Aches will fall. That's 3-2. Someone in the crowd not paying attention. Aches did get a kill this round. Saints, though, should fall here. And again, another round where Seattle should be able to close this one out. Lacefield might make it interesting. Now a 1 versus 2, 20 seconds. Of course, Lacefield will have to be proactive here. He just spotted Apathy as well. This might be doable, 8 seconds, time is ticking. Lace has played that almost perfectly. It got a little crazy towards the end, but Seattle do close it out. 3-1.
Yeah, he's just in a bad spot. Maybe a couple of opportunities once Octane doesn't get the kill initially with the pistol, but when all is said and done, you got 2 guns from 2 different directions that are going to be trying to hunt you down, and another kind of clean and dominant round coming out from the Surge. I'm also very impressed with your ability to understand the crowd. I don't know how you do that.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's just like the British blood that's running through you, but
Aches was on a donut, and, well, if they were paying attention, they would have seen Aches got the kill on Decimate, but, it's okay.
Just expectations, man.
I know. It's tough. Seattle with a 3-1 advantage. Octane again to start. Can be so talented with the sniper rifle. As he looks for kill number 4, and is it coming? No.
Patience is a virtue. I don't know what that means, but my dad always said it.
Well, Octane's being very patient. And Seattle as well. Now, can they find the opening with the nade? Throws it out. For now, the Guerrillas just dodge and dip away from the nades. Is that enough for maybe Apathy to get a little bit of control over towards the A side? That's where all the action is. There's a 1v1 on the top side of the map. Keep around the mini-map there. It's not really going to have too much effect on the bomb just yet, unless, of course, that gunfight is won. That's actually Enable versus Aches on the top side. Enable wins that, so maybe the rotation could come through. And potentially not if Apathy's able to find that kill, which he does. That's 2 for him in quick succession. Free fires for number 3. Saints shuts it down, and now Enable left all on his lonesome, and 1 versus 2.
He did clutch a 1v2 yesterday. And
rare.
obviously he has quite a bit of information. He has the bomb right in front of him. This is doable, and he has a fair bit of time that he can work with as well. We'll just see what kind of playmaker he can be. He has opportunities to honestly make any sort of play because the Guerrillas are fairly split. He's going to be able to get the bomb down for free, and Saints is not in a position to take him down right off the bomb.
If he can find one quickly, which might be Saints, this could be doable. Play with Snipe, and Abel's feeling confident. He's going to spot Saints again. He goes for the challenge, and what looked like it could be an easy pick is unsuccessful as the Guerrillas hold true in their 2-1 advantage. They'll take the round, and will still be a Seattle 3-2 lead.
And that's a situation, honestly, where there's quite a few people that I think can clutch that round as well, right? As soon as that sniper misses the shot, you just go for the instant challenge on the other man.
And he sees it too.
Him as well.
Yeah.
You know he's coming up, and you have the advantage on the head glitch, but obviously you have less than half a second to make these decisions, and that just means the Guerrillas are going to be able to clutch that 2v1, and a big round for them to get as well. I think Saints was probably the key in that round, because after Apathy snuck through pit and picked up 2 kills, Saints responded with a double kill of his own. So credit where credit is due, but now Guerrillas trying to tie things up, get back on the board with offense, and once again, the slow crawl of an A push.
I want to point out Apathy with a strong performance so far here in the search, 6 and 3. Overall, just a good search from everyone on Seattle Surge. You can look, of course, at that last round from Enable and maybe say, well, could have been a clutch, but Kama will get a first blood. Lacefield drops. The trade comes through, though. 4 versus 4.
Kama has just fantastic vision on him. Not even sure how he can be seen, but looks like Saints is popping dead silent, so he's going to be trying to make a play, but as soon as you go through that smoke, there's going to be 8 different places you can be shot from, so he's not feeling very confident about going for that push.
Yeah, you got to back out. Not giving anything away as Aqua will grab the sniper to try and find a pick. Aches shuts down Enable, though, and Octane gets a freebie on Saints, who I think was prone blocked there. So now, 3 versus 3. A lot of trades going on over towards A. There is potentially they can retrieve the bomb to maybe rotate out. Does all that information and walks straight past Decimate, who will find the pick. Aches shuts down Apathy, and now it's Octane, all on his lonesome.
Gunned, cleaned up, and taken care of. This is like a situation where I think we've seen, what, maybe 2 sniper kills this entire game so far. You can see the impact that the snipers have of just players not wanting to push certain lines of sight, and the patient play is coming in purely for, I'm going to wait till I have dead silence before I try to make a move, but as soon as that sniper rifle player is the last one standing, as soon as you give up these pushes that the Guerrillas are able to go through, you got a bunch of MP5s up in your face. It makes it very easy to win these rounds, and that's why I want to see teams mix it up a little bit. Go through mid, go towards B. FaZe have had a ton of success at it, but it looks like a bunch of bodies still leaning towards A for that slow crawl.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, there's a bunch of bodies going towards A, but the bomb carrying Enable has actually decided no. He's going to play the top side of the map, as he normally does, but take the bomb.
And it looks like they're cutting through mid. They're making the move just to woggle through. Karma's going to be effectively watching the flank for his team, but now Apathy is pierced through the middle of the map. He can get to this B site, and the Guerrillas have yet to rotate to this. They still have 3 bodies stacked over towards A, so the opportunity is here. Got to be careful on the cross, but Apathy hits the slide. Karma gets the first blood, and this is the type of play you love to see.
I mean, the Karma first blood is absolutely everything, because that now should free up the B site just a little bit. But do they actually want to back away and go back towards A? It's going to be a quick rotation. There's plenty of time on the clock, and I think that's going to be the play. Force the Guerrillas to rotate from A to B, maybe free up the site, but keep your eyes on that minimap. Saints, the player to watch, could single-handedly put a stop to this entire push. And Seattle Surge, there's going to be the first. It's Enable. Can he find the second? Almost. Karma with the quick trade, and now the Guerrillas have to rotate as quickly as possible. Octane will drop as well. 2v3.
2v3, and Lacefield has spotted at least 1 player on the cross. He's got his teammate to watch his back if the player comes out inside a pit. That's his teammate there, but Apathy is going to shred him, and he stays alive. Finally, Aqua's there for the trade. Now Karma puts himself in a 1 versus 1. Last player's alive, and he knows where Aqua is.
25 seconds. Karma will spot Aqua. Aqua flies out, wins the 1v1. And the Los Angeles Guerrillas have the lead. 4 rounds to 3.
Dead silence OP. goes out with a fly of a challenge. He eliminated all of his information, knew where to look for karma. Nice plays in the end from Aqua. And that's a typical round for Seattle in my mind, where they have a great opportunity to make a play, be nice and aggressive, but they pump the brakes. And again, there was 3 players for Guerrillas that were still stacked up defensively at A. They had already gotten their first pick over towards the B site, but they panic a little bit, and then on the rotation, you just have players getting caught left and right. You have no map information back at A. That's why Saints is able to find a sneaky little kill. They're not playing on the mount with the information that they have too well, Ben.
Extends his stat line to 10-4. He really has been on form this morning. That's just unfortunate. Walk straight into an Octane nade. Saints is going to be trying to push a little bit further forward, but Octane and Karma both with picks, so 5 versus 3. Seattle Surgeon, a great spot here to close out this round. Once again, tie up the search and destroy.
3 versus 5, this is beyond difficult as well. You have to be worried about the flank. You can't really make too aggressive moves until you get dead silence, which might be Saints' game plan here. Just wait till you get it and start pushing up.
Pretty sure, yeah, he just used his to start the round to actually get where he is now. So for them, it's just about buy as much time as you possibly can, but you need to find a pick. Zeke slides across. I respect it. I don't think there's anyone in a position to stop it, but keep your eye on the flank. Number 5 for us, furthest to the right, green arrow, is Enable, who could maybe cause some problems here if he's quick. Of course, he's going to wait for his teammates to collapse in, and then they're all going to go simultaneously. Now he has the information on where Lacefield is. Enable, again, could try and make the play. His teammates, though, are falling. Lacefield for the 1v3.
The bomb is down, but he has to look in too many directions. Got to worry about the flank. Got to worry about Apathy going for the kill. And, of course, Slack on the bomb as well. Seattle Surge, comfortable round. You get the first couple kills. You take your time on the swarm on the A side.
And it's worth mentioning, just the pressure Enable was putting on the flank. You have to respect it, and that's why, you know, Lacefield kind of caught in between 2 minds. Which way does he want to watch? A good round again from Seattle, and they get the first blood. They get a second kill very, very quickly after that, 5v3. It's such a tough spot to be in, Chance.
And this will be a massive next few rounds for Seattle to get. It's not that they need the win. Reverse sweeps are always possible, but they already fell short in the first hard point, so it would be a great sigh of relief if they were able to pull off this search and destroy and get their first SND win on the board. Back to Old Faithful, the slow crawl of the A push, but they do have a 5 versus 3 around the site.
I think the big thing for Seattle is just commit. When they have a plan and when they get that first blood, just use your numbers to get more numbers. Don't be afraid of pushing and putting the bomb down.
And here you go. This is the push. They're flooding up through pit, but the nades are raining in. Saints is able to take them down, and as aggressive as they wanted to be, now they're getting hit by stuns and lethals, and Aqua's finding picks. And now Aqua does get traded out by Apathy, but still the man advantage from the first blood, and even more so for Guerrillas. And now the swarm that Seattle started, they're getting re-pushed on in the back. Slack, though, able to find one, and he gets out with his life for just a moment.
All he knows the trades are going to come flying. There's nowhere to run. Enable wasn't watching over the top of him, but Enable will find one. Still 2 left to deal with for a potential 1v3. He's going to spot Saints. And, well, I thought it would have been an impressive wallbang, but not going to be the case. Guerrillas close that round out. Now put themselves at map point.
And once again, I think it's the nades that are really coming into effect for the Guerrillas. Just their use of the utility that they have, right? We finally saw an aggressive push. You love to see it from Seattle, but then the nades just bring it to a screeching halt. And that's why it's better to maybe go to B more aggressively and cut through mid-map.
Well, yeah.
They had success with that a little bit earlier on. Just
full site control.
Full site control as well. Almost, at least. They were also close, but not quite the commitment from the team that we need to see. And now, of course, Seattle back against the wall. We're going to need 2 rounds in a row.
A big round for Seattle Surge. If they can tie it up, maybe have a little bit of momentum heading into round 11, and that's the great way to start. Octane and the sniper finds himself the first blood. Slows down the Guerrillas instantly. However, for them, it's about buying time, waiting for dead silence, and then trying to find just a few openings on the map.
And this is the type of round that they struggled with so much in Minnesota. You get the first blood, you need to convert. They had a horrible ratio with that at the past event. They cannot let that happen again, or else they will continue to suffer throughout the year. You need to convert these rounds in Guerrillas.
Yeah,
stacked up
yeah, absolutely do. And Octane's watching the cross over towards B, so they're set up very, very well. The problem is, Lacefield just spotted like he didn't. He's too worried about backspawn. Octane is right there. As Lacefield now will know, as Octane pulled the trigger as 8 strides across, Lacefield should be pre-aiming Octane at this point, so realistically you would expect the pick to come through, but you can't slow walk if you're Saints, because Octane will pick you off. X does find a pick onto Enable, but again, thanks to Octane, Seattle Surge still have numbers.
Now trades coming into effect, and all of a sudden, just like that, after the kills come through, AX by himself in a 1 versus 3, but does get a quick trade, but tries to reload, and the instant challenge from the Surge is there. Much better job of the conversion. I will say, though, at the same time, I feel like after Octane shoots, maybe shouldn't cross slowly. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. You cannot just walk across as if you're trying to just, no, it's just not going to work. Octane is not a player who's going to miss that. He's always going to
missed the first one, but you don't want to give him a second opportunity,
well, I'm not
right?
walking as slowly as that's for sure. Well, round 11, Apathy 12 and 6. Karma as well, to his credit, 11 and 10. Overall, a great search from those two. But Seattle have to close this out to tie up the series 1-1. What's the game plan? Well, it's not going to be a slow A push this time. They're saying, no, screw that nonsense. So Decimate may have a lot of action very, very quickly here.
And the question might be, what can Aix see on the map as well? Because Decimate's waiting for a flank that's not going to come in. You can see Aix is tagged up, so someone mid-map from Seattle is putting bullets into him. And you can already see those players for Guerrillas. 2 players have been sent back from the A defense to help out mid-map and to help out towards B. So this might be the time to hit a rotation.
Minute 20, of course. At this point, Seattle will be waiting for some dead silence on multiple of their players. Still some utility left as he's just going to launch that nade. Took a hit himself, though. Stays alive. Still waiting for first blood.
And they just don't know what they want to do. You have players that are getting tagged up by nades, just literally running in circles. I mean, they're waiting for a first pick, but now they've used quite a utility, but the smoke is out. Now you get to play through mid-map.
This is scary. Decimate could honestly shut this down himself if it isn't going to be. Saints, Apathy stays alive. Has to dodge a nade as well, though, which he does. Still no first blood. 50 seconds on the clock, and I think Guerrillas may have sniffed out what Seattle Surge are trying to do here in the round 11, and Saints could still have an important 1v1. Aqua gets a first blood, Enable goes down. That's the second. Saints shuts down App and has the indecisiveness of Seattle Surge cost them once again. Lacefield shuts down Karma. Lacefield shuts down Octane, and now Slacked for what would be an absolute miracle 1v5. There's surely no way Guerrillas shut it down in round 11.
Surprise, surprise.